Hello, everybody. Welcome to Manifestation Bathtub. Can you make sure we're live? Yeah. Welcome to our bathtub. Today's Manifestation Bathtub is going to be interesting because we are out of bubble bath today. We are also out of bath bombs today. So we said, how are we going to make this bath interesting? Well, I looked up a recipe online for bubble bath, homemade bubble bath, and I'm going to share it with you, and we're going to try it together, okay? So just give me a minute here. Kid's gonna help me with this. So the recipe I saw online, you need 1 egg white. So when you crack the egg, get the yolk in the shell and then put the yolk in there. But get the egg white in here. So crack it, but don't let the yolk come through. You're a baker, you know how to do this. There you go. We got that egg white. We're going to be putting this in the bath with us, guys.
I think that's a little disgusting.
But it's going to be great.
You know.
And then
it's going to be great.
Put some honey in there.
Really great idea.
We'll let you go. We'll let you guys know how it goes. Get a little honey in there. And then pour a little hand soap in there.
And then afterwards, we're going to
take our bath water.
Fry up our bath water.
Put it in a... No, this hand soap. Don't use Bronner's.
Why?
Bronner's is not super bubbly. A little more.
I got some other hand soap in the... Here.
So we're making our own bubble bath today. Some body wash, some egg whites, some honey, some shampoo, and some hand soap. We got this idea from Google because we are out of bubble bath.
Where all great ideas come from.
What is that, conditioner?
No, it's body wash.
Oh, body wash? Okay. All right, hey, Ton. So we're going to see how this works for bubble bath, you guys, and you can feel free to try it at home. All right, and we're going to do the egg white. It's getting nice and sticky here. Tanya, so you just joined. We're making our own bubble bath, and from what I saw on Google, because we're out of bubble bath, what you do is you actually mix up egg whites with hand soap and honey, and we just decided to throw in some shampoo and some body wash just for fun. And we are gonna see how this works. So I think that looks pretty good. Let's pour it into the water here, under some running water, and let's see what happens. It's an experiment. There we go. Looking pretty bubbly. Get it in the stream of water there. There you go. Okay. 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 Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a bubble. good in the tub. Yeah, the video, the graphic is in Facebook Live. You can select all these different cool effects, Tanya. I'll give you a little show here. Here's one of the cool effects. Here's another one I like.
That's pretty good.
Here's another one. Whoa, this one looks like almond drug. Whoa, kaleidoscope.
Wow, it's really good.
Yep. Night stars, but I like this tropical theme going on here. So it looks like the egg white bubble bath actually worked pretty good. So let's get to manifestation, shall we? Now that we've got our bubbles on. How do I turn the camera? There we go. Hi! No wigs today. Just me and my glasses and kitten. All right. Hi!
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to Manifestation Bathtub.
It worked really well.
It worked really well, you guys. Our homemade bubble bath worked really well.
Yeah, today we put an egg white and honey and soap.
Hand soap.
And this is the most bubbles I've ever had.
I mean, I don't know. The bubble bath works pretty good too, but this is good.
It was really good.
These are nice. Hopefully they last a little while. Nice and warm. So, welcome to Manifestation Bathtub. Hey, Heather.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, welcome. Today we are talking about how to manifest more money.
Money.
So let me share some of our experiences. Maybe we can both kind of chime in about some of our experiences manifesting money. My favorite story to tell is when we first started dating. We decided we wanted to go to teacher training, Forest Oak teacher training together. And in order to do that, we had to come up with over $5,000 each for tuition. We had to live in San Francisco for a month. We had to find someone to live in our apartment in Chicago for a month. We had to both take off work for a month. And when you add that all up,
That's like a lot of money.
really, that's like at least 20 grand we had to come up with. And we had about 9 months to do it. And up until this point, I had convinced myself that I was not very good at saving money. It was a story that I told myself because I'd never even tried saving money before. I'd always just worked and paid my bills and just spent whatever I had left over. That's how I lived for 28 years. And it wasn't like a bad existence. I still got to do fun things and I still got to go on vacations sometimes, but not very often, and it was always kind of a stretch for me. So when we decided we were going to do this teacher training together, I thought, this is great, but I'll never be able to save this kind of money. And kids said, I disagree. So here's what we did. We wrote down what we needed from the universe. We wrote it down. Did we make a vision board? For this one? No, we've made vision boards before, but I don't think we made a vision board for this one specifically. But we wrote down exactly how much we needed, and we did a little ceremony over it, and we put it in our special manifestation box. So we had this wooden box that Kit built, and whenever we wanted something, we would put a picture of it or a symbol of it in the box. And I think maybe we had like a $10,000 bill or something.
I'm not sure.
Some kind of like visual aid of some sort. So whether it was like a dollar bill that we just added a bunch of zeros onto or something like that, we put that in the box too. And then what ended up happening is we just kept coming back to, we kept visualizing ourselves in the teacher training. We kept visualizing the right people finding our house, or that we would find the right house that we could all afford. We would find the right roommates that we could all afford. Hi, Andrea. Every day we would visualize this. And within a matter of months, I could not save any money before this, or at least I told myself that. Within a matter of months, what happened was every time I got home from work doing massage, hey Katie, Kit would take my tip money from me and squirrel it away, because normally I would just spend my tip money. And what I realized was that after about 2.5 months of this, How much tip money I really made, because I had saved up $2,500 in 2.5 months. Interesting, right? And this is money that I didn't even know I had. I would literally just spend it every day at the end of the day, like groceries, going out to dinner, getting new shoes, whatever. I was a shoe addict. I'm a recovering shoe addict.
I do think one of the first tips to manifesting money is stop spending so damn much.
We're getting to that. What I wanted to finish saying before kids started yelling at you was that I didn't believe I could save money before this. And after just a little bit of shifting my mindset and shifting my focus, what I realized was everything came together just perfectly for us. And not only were we able to go to yoga teacher training in San Francisco for a month together, but we found the perfect place. We found the perfect roommates. We found the perfect people to take over our house in Chicago. We found the perfect people to watch our cat. It was cats, actually we had 2 at the time. It was amazing. It worked out perfectly for us. And since then, we have manifested money so many times. Whenever we need to pay for something, whenever we need to, or we want to do something special, or just make something happen that feels a little bit out of reach, we come back to this same technique. And it works every single time. And we throw in different things depending on, Lamb Chops here joining us, you guys, depending on the time in our life or what our mindset is about. But we're gonna share with you our biggest, basically our biggest tools and resources that you can use to help you get what you need to get as well, to manifest more money into your life. Because everybody needs more money, right? Nobody likes money, but money is a necessary thing in our lives. And so I think actually the very first thing about manifesting more money is changing your relationship and how you think about money. So if you think about money, that this thing is it's hard to get. It makes people evil. It makes you superficial. You never have enough of it. You're not good at creating it. If this is always what you're thinking about money, or that capitalism is terrible and all of this stuff, if this is your whole line of thinking around money, most likely it's gonna feel a little out of reach. So the first thing you need to do is just shift your perspective a little bit and realize, what are the gifts that having more money in your life could bring to you, to your family, and to the people you love. And think about Oprah, for instance. Oprah is this huge philanthropist, and she's also, I think, the richest woman in the world, or one of the richest women in the world. And because she has so much money, she's able to give to so many people and change so many people's lives because of that. So if you reframe it a little bit and think about, well, if I had a little bit more money, if I didn't have to worry about bills so much, what good could you do for the world, and how could you share your beauty and your gifts with the world? That's a little bit of a nicer way to think about it, right?
And a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to be so materialistic. Money is not spiritual. Well, I have a wake-up call for you. What is your body? It's a material. What are we living in? A material world.
Because
this
we're
world
living in a material
is a tangible world.
If
you want to just be spiritual, go ahead and die.
Hi, Erica. Wow, this guy over here is a little negative today, I'm just going to say.
No, I'm making a point. It's that we have this opportunity to live in a physical plane, in a physical material world. And, living in a spiritual world means not living with the body. But because you're living in a body, you're living in a physical existence, material is necessary. It is part of the joy that we get to experience in life, is having material existence. And money is part of that. Money is part of being material. Manifesting money, having money to spend on things to please your material desires is your right in living in this world. It is,
and it's an energetic exchange. It doesn't matter who created the idea of money and exchanging money as a way of society. It all all it is an energetic exchange. And if you start thinking about it that way, you think about how much of your energy converts into how much money and what can you get for that money. It might be a little bit useful in manifesting more of it. Yeah. So let's get into the actual manifestation part of this, because this is the exciting part. So for those of you who are new to the idea of manifestation and the law of attraction, hi Sarah! There are 3 simple steps to the law of attraction, to manifesting anything in this world, that are the most basic steps to understand. And these are teachings from Abraham Hicks, from, if you've read or seen The Secret, that's all Abraham Hicks stuff. And it's basically, number 1, ask. Number 2, allow the universe to come into alignment and bring you what you want. And number 3, receive. And you can see lots of variations on these steps. You can see them written in different ways, or maybe more steps are added in. But really, all you have to do are those 3 steps. And so when you ask, when you make the ask, it's not just asking. You have to ask from a place that does not feel desperate. Let's see, what I was saying? Oh, you already know already. That's so cool.
This desperate thing. In all religions, all spirituality, there's this concept of faith, this concept of trust, this concept of belief. And faith, trust, it resonates at a really high vibrational frequency. My boobs showing? It resonates at a really high vibrational frequency, and so does abundance. So when you ask from a place of lack, there is no faith within that.
You're vibrating down
here. You're vibrating in lack.
You're vibrating with fear and panic and anxiety.
You attract situations, jobs, people, opportunities that will literally create more lack.
Yes.
So have you ever thought, oh, this is think about this. Think about your friend, or maybe you, but let's go with your friend. Think about that one friend that you have that is like, oh my gosh, I need money so bad. I'm desperate for money. I'm desperate for anything. And then they see this get rich quick scheme. Like somebody from India, the Prince of India sends him an email saying
he's been kidnapped.
He's been kidnapped, and if, he will give you $500 if you wire it to this place. And you say yes because you are so desperate from your lack. That place of saying yes because you're desperate will get you scammed. But if you're in this high vibrational, I trust the universe, everything is fine place, you're going to be able to spot the scams and spot the places that are no, that's absolutely ridiculous. That's not going to happen. And you'll be able to lean more in the direction of going to places where things line up for you, for clients, for opportunities, for jobs, for people who want to hire you.
Right. This is when Abraham Hicks talks about this, they talk about vibrating from a place of lack or asking for more money from a place of desperation is like tuning your radio station to 89.7 FM and expecting to hear what's playing on 107.6 FM. Right? You have to match your vibration, your frequency, whatever, with what it is you want. You have to match it. So when you ask for what you want, you have to be specific. The universe will deliver in really surprising ways if you're not specific. Hey Laura, hey Capri. Wow. High school coming in my video today. That's so funny. Glad you guys are watching. So for instance, what was I talking about? Vibrating radio stations?
Yeah.
And then where's it going with that?
I don't know, but if you don't really understand what vibrating means, think about a sound wave. Everything has vibration. So emotions, feelings, thoughts, sound has a vibration. So you all know what a sound wave looks like. If it's really low, it's like if it's really high, it's like ee. And what happens when you're vibrating at a certain level is if you're really low, you get congruent with all the other low vibrational things that match. If you're really high, you get congruent with all the high vibrational things that match. And that's literally how you magnetize situations, people, and things into your life.
Mm-hmm. Right. Like, I'm going to give you another example. Like, if you go into a baseball game and you're rooting for the, I don't know these names, but say you're rooting for the red team, and you walk on the side of the stadium where everybody's rooting for the blue team. And every time the blue team scores, the crowd erupts around you. Everybody goes crazy. And and you're like, you're the one sitting there thinking, oh, no, I'm rooting for the other team. This feels weird. That's an extreme example, but that's how you're going to start to feel when you align yourself with the feeling of abundance and joy and pleasure and excitement around what it is you really want, and you start thinking about it and you start knowing that it's coming to you and you start seeing yourself in that place. And you know, if you walk into a room where you're just like, oh my God, I can't wait to go to Norway next week or next year. It's going to be amazing and everything's always lining up for me. It's going to be awesome and I'm going to do this and this and this and I'm going to make the exact amount of money I need to go to Norway next year. And you walk into a room with your coworkers who you're kind of used to, and then everybody starts talking about, oh man, my paycheck's late. Oh man, I got to buy groceries. Oh man, my kid needs braces. How am I going to pay for them? You're going to feel that difference. You're going to feel your vibration starting to go down and down and down and matching them where they're at. So what happens in this situation, if you ask yourself right now, that's kind of the situation I'm in. I can't get away from the people who are constantly talking about lack and desperation in my life. I'm going to give you another analogy. And it might be kind of painful to hear this, okay? But you need to hear this if you want to manifest more money. And
hear it.
Okay, it's the elevator analogy. Imagine yourself on an elevator going up. The top floor is where you see yourself at the end of this vision. Say, for instance, we'll use the Norway analogy. You want to go to Norway next year, like Laura, who's watching this video right now, is in Norway. She has this an epic adventure she's doing with her boyfriend, and at least I think you guys are still doing it together, I don't know, but you're amazing. You're going to all these cool countries. So you have this vision, you're going to Norway, 2018, and you need $10,000 to make this trip really, really worth it. You need to line up $10,000 to do this trip. And so you're on this elevator, and every day you're thinking, yes, 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 this is working, I'm doing great, everything's always working out for me. And all the other people on the elevator, some of them are saying, oh, my kid needs braces. Some of them are saying, oh, I didn't make enough money. Some of them might be saying, yeah, good job. I'm going to do this, and you're going to do that, and we're both going to do the things we want. So as you go up the elevator, as you get to certain floors, you got to let certain people off. You literally have to remove yourself from their presence, at least for a little while, until maybe they change their vibration as well, right? Then they can get back on the elevator. But for this time in your life, if you really truly want to manifest this thing that you want, you have to surround yourself with people and other things that match that vibration. And if you don't, it's going to be really difficult for you to move up. So you got to let people off the elevator. If they're not going up with you, you let them off. You don't let them drag you back down or keep you on that floor with them, right?
Yeah.
And what that means is maybe you start kind of unfollowing certain people on your Facebook feed. People who, when you read their status, you go, oh, that sucks. Like, oh man, that they don't have a very positive perspective on their life. They don't have a very positive outlook. They're always complaining about money or their emergency situations or their drama in their life. That's not going to match the frequency, the vibration that you want to be on. Just unfollow them, at least until you hit your goal. And then maybe check back in with them afterwards and say, you know, how's life? If they're still vibrating down here, keep unfollowing them.
Here's the thing. If you've got a friend who's like,
Ooh, we got a good comment.
Oh.
Laura says, too bad when you're married to the negative one.
Here you go.
Laura.
Here it is, Laura. You've got the negative one that you're married to, and they're like this. Negative, 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 and you're like, ooh, like I'm happy. This is what happens. Either the negative one will pull you down and you'll start syncing up with them, or the positive one will pull them up with their inspiration, their excitement, their motivation. But the thing is, Laura, you have to maintain your happiness and your positivity no matter what.
No matter what.
And I also would just like to gently and lovingly point out, with your permission, that saying, too bad you're married to the negative one, it kind of highlights...
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
It also highlights a little bit of your negativity. So,
right.
There's that.
Okay, but Laura, I have to give you some props because we're married and the same thing happens with us all the time. Obviously, we're making this video together, so we're in alignment a lot of the time, but it's a day-to-day thing. Sometimes I wake up and Kit is feeling lumpy. He doesn't want to get out of bed. He's feeling anxious, depressed, terrified of the day ahead of him. Sometimes we switch roles, and that's not how I display my thoughts. Usually what I do is I bottle it up and I go hide somewhere and I don't talk.
You get a little snappy.
I get snappy, and then finally at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I've been mean to you all day. This is what's going on.
So
that's just how it shows up for both of us. But we trade those roles back and forth all the time, and this is how you handle it. You have to get clear on your vision as a couple.
You have to get clear on what you want to feel for yourself. Like, yes, you can get clear on your vision as a couple, but here's the thing. If you are so solidly clear on your vision of what you want to feel and where you want to vibrate, you will change the people around you.
Yes. And also, if you have a vision together as a couple, maybe you're going to Norway together next year. Maybe that's what you both really, really want. It gives you a lot more clarity on where you need to go. It gives you a roadmap. If you're just surviving from day to day, you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're just getting by and buying food and paying bills, what's your vision? What do you guys want to do together? I mean, maybe your vision is to buy a house. I don't know what it is. But if you're both working towards the same thing, and you know that in order to get to that place, you need to follow the specific path, it'll be a lot easier for you to both get on board for getting into a positive place.
And I don't know your situation, I don't know where you're at. I just want to speak to, like, a lot of people who are at a place in their relationship or in their marriage where they're so incongruent that getting them on board sometimes almost feels impossible. Because you spoke to getting them on board when it's possible, but if you're at that place where getting them on board feels impossible, one thing that I would like to recommend to you is just prioritize feeling good no matter where they're at. And what will happen is eventually they'll see what's going on within you and be like, okay, I want to feel good. Okay, I want some of what's going on with my partner. Okay, what they're doing is consistent enough that I can jump on board. But if you're just like, we're gonna feel great today, and then the next day you're back down in the dumps, you're not gonna bring anybody on board with you.
Yeah, and there are all kinds of tools you can use to get you guys on the same page. You could do meditations together. You could listen to an Abraham Hicks video in the morning together. You can, we have tools out the wazoo. So if you need more ideas on tools, just send us a message and we'll set up a call and we can talk about it. Because that's the mechanics of getting where you need to go. And what you need to be focused on is the feeling of it. So manifesting more money, number one, you have to feel it. You have to ask for it from a place of joy. You have to ask for it from a place of being in your vision, picturing yourself in Norway, imagining how amazing Norway is, reading articles about Norway and all the cool things to do in Norway every single day. Erica said, this is the stuff that should be taught to the youth in our world. Thank you for sharing. Oh, Erica, thank you. I love you. I really want to teach this to teenagers. I think it would be really, really awesome. And even little kids too. We'd have to structure it differently, but yeah, that's a great idea. So you're asking for it from a place of your vision, from a place of feeling like you already have it. And imagining yourself 6 months, a year into the future, and just planting your feet into the ground wherever you are and feeling it, really, really feeling it. So asking for it and then knowing that the second step is allowing the universe to bring it to you. So you basically you get into alignment and the universe brings it to you. The universe responds instantly. As soon as you're in alignment with what you really want, the universe will respond instantly. Yeah. However, if you're not in alignment, it might take a while. It might take, what did Jen say? Our coach Jen Ben has a really great saying. You are in charge of the what and the why. The universe is in charge of the how and the when.
So have you ever had this like serendipitous chance encounter with the perfect opportunity, and you're like, wow, I couldn't have orchestrated that any more perfectly myself? That is literally the how. That is the universe showing up and orchestrating the how, and all you have to do is vibrate in an emotional state that magnetizes the how towards you.
Mm-hmm. And then the third step is receive.
Receive.
Yes.
You ever had like ask for something, and then all of a sudden somebody is there willing to give it to you, and you go, oh no, I couldn't. Oh no, you.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Or like you have all these like obligations in your life that you insist, your obligations become your limitations sometimes when an opportunity is presenting itself to you and you think, oh no, I couldn't go talk to this person who wrote my favorite book because my dog needs to eat dinner. I use that excuse all the time, that we need to go home for the dogs.
We need to edit out that intense eye roll that just happened over here.
No, it's true though. It's like maybe you're out at a restaurant and freaking Brene Brown is at the next table over, and there's a perfect opportunity to talk to her. Like she drops her napkin, like, oh, Brene Brown, here's your napkin. So that for me would be a huge opportunity and a huge like exciting moment. But if you're so focused on getting your meal done and paying your bills so you can get home and feed your dog, you're gonna miss out on that opportunity. And so you need to be willing to be open to receiving these things. If you're not open to receiving them in creative ways, that's the important part, because the universe will deliver this stuff to you in a way you might not be expecting. It might be a Facebook message you receive from somebody. It might be something you find on the ground when you're out walking. It might be, whatever. Like, it could come to you in very surprising ways, in ways you're not expecting. And so if you say, okay, universe, I want this by this date, and this is how I want it, you give the universe a very narrow way to give it to you, and you say, I will only accept this thing if you give it to me exactly like this. So you're expecting to make this much money, and you're expecting it to come from the job you already have, and it's gonna come as a bonus on your paycheck from this opportunity, you're gonna open yourself up for disappointment.
Imagine you've got two chutes. This one, at the top, there's nothing. There's nothing that can come from it. And you're sitting here like pressing the button, waiting for the abundance to flow down, pressing the button, saying, this one, and you're working really, really hard, and you're saying, please, come out. Why isn't it coming? And then you got this other chute with this full, like, amazing, magical abundance waiting for you to just chill out. And what happens when you chill out is you chill out because when you have faith that you're taken care of. So you chill out, you lay back, take a step back, take a breath, and then all of a sudden, what happens when you chill out, lay back and relax, you can see a little bit more clearly, and you get the inspiration maybe to go for a walk, to go have something to eat, to go on a bike ride. And then on that bike ride, you get the inspiration, the impulse to maybe go a different route. And all of a sudden, you meet a person, there's an opportunity, there's an idea that puts the visual of this chute into your mind. But if you are so focused, this one, and all day long you're going, why is it not working?
Banging your head up against the wall.
Why is it not working? And then you just decide, this isn't fucking working. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to raise my vibration, go for a bike ride, listen to some music, dance, jump up and down, you get literally the impulse downloaded into you that will guide you towards the other shoot.
Exactly, yeah. And this is something we've seen in our lives over and over and over and over and over again, from something as small as a free soda stream maker to something as big as opening a hair salon. Hi Courtney, hi Lauren. So we know that this works, you guys. So just to reiterate, that last point is, if you are wanting something so badly and you are expecting that it's going to come to you through this one method, say for instance your Instagram account, you think, as long as I just post to Instagram and I'm on Instagram all day and I'm liking everybody's posts and I'm commenting on everybody's posts, I'm going to get a corporate sponsorship. And that's all you do all day, is you scroll on your Instagram and you like and you like and you like and you comment and comment and comment and you look up articles about how to be better at Instagram, and then you send people messages and you're doing this for 7 days in a row, and you're getting really pale because you haven't seen the sun in 7 days, and you start dreaming about your Instagram feed at night.
Who are you talking about?
Nobody.
But what if?
What I'm saying is, this is gonna just drive you crazy. And so, but what if?
What if that corporate sponsorship that you want, the guy who owns that corporation lives 1 block down from the beach, and every day, and you love walking on this beach, but you're so focused on your fucking phone, you're so focused on like, that you stopped going for walks. What if you just put down the phone and you went for a walk?
And you let yourself breathe that ocean air and
let down your resistance.
Yeah, you let the water wash over your toes.
And because you were enjoying yourself so much, you decided to stay an extra 10 minutes because the sun was just starting to fall, and the colors of the sky were starting to change. And so what if you were just feeling it so much that you're like, I think I'm going to go for a walk down by the water and dip my toes in the water. And then you were just feeling so good that you decided to bend over and pick up a shell. And then you pick up a shell and you look up and there's this woman smiling at you, and she comments on your shell. And then what if you get into this really amazing conversation? And what if that conversation leads to finding out that she actually owns the corporation that you wanted the sponsorship from?
Yeah. How many people have had something like this happen in their life? Just comment in the comment box. Let us see how many times, how many of you have experienced this in your life where something lines up for you so perfectly, it seems like it should be the plot of a movie. Like how is this even possible? This seems like something that is just like it's from Inception or something. Laura says, haha, yes, the Instagram analogy, thank you. I know you can relate. Erica, Erica, I'd love to hear about it. You don't have to type it in right now if you don't want to, but Erica, we know from Asheville. And Asheville is a very magical place where these types of things happen all the time. And I don't know whether your thing happened in Asheville or not, Erica, but I think that, a lot of people are thinking that way there. So it's a very magical place. But yeah, probably most of you have had something like this, even if it's on a very smaller scale, happen in your life. And you think, well, that was lucky.
And we're not by any means.
Laura says that's why we're in Norway. Exactly.
We're not by any means degrading Instagram. What I'm saying
not
is,
at all.
When you're using Instagram, post photos from an inspired place. Write things from an excited place. Don't just do it for obligation. Go out, have the walk, enjoy your life, take the photo right at that moment where you're inspired and write about it, and your post, people will love what you write. But if you just I gotta wake up in the morning, I gotta post my thing, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, life is like this, life is structured, life is like this. Unless you're really enjoying that, stop doing it. Change the way you do things. Mm-hmm. Go for the different shoot.
Right, and if you want more of these, Erica's going to Greece in 5 days, that's amazing. Hi, Amy. If you want more of these magical moments to align in your life, if you want your whole life to feel like this constant piecing together of a puzzle, this constant, man, everything's falling into place and it's almost magical how it's happening. If you want to start predicting that for yourself and you want to make that a repetitive thing, you want it to keep coming and coming and coming and never stop, then this is the way to do it. Getting into this alignment, getting into this vibration, and just getting yourself back into it every day. It's like what I was talking about a couple weeks ago, is making a post every day of being in the vortex. And that is what Abraham Hicks refers to as being in this place of high vibration. If you want to learn more about it, just look her up on YouTube. You guys, seriously, she'll change your life. And there are tons and tons and tons of free videos that will tell you all about it. But what I was doing was keeping myself accountable for staying in my vortex. And guess what? After day 8, I fell out of my vortex. That's why I stopped making videos. I was gonna hop back in, but then I thought, no, this challenge was about how many days in a row can I do this? I lasted 8 days. That's pretty long, actually. I used to maybe just last year, maybe 1 day, and then it was gone the next day, and I have to work really hard to get back into it. Certain points of the year. Other points of the year, it was going pretty strong, but it comes and goes in cycles. It's a constant thing. It takes repetition, it takes dedication, just like a meditation practice. You have to work at this every single day. It doesn't have to be hard work. It could just be listening to Abraham Hicks on YouTube for 5 minutes in the morning as you wake up, or reading a letter that you wrote to yourself 6 months in the future of all of the wonderful things that are going to come your way in the next 6 months. Or, it could be whatever it is that gets you into that place. You have to make it a ritual. You have to make it a habit. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So consistency is the key. It's kind of like taking a shower once and expecting to be clean forever. If you just meditate once or do one manifestation exercise or make a vision board and never look at it again, it's like taking a shower and then thinking, okay, well, that shower is done. I don't have to do that again. And going your life, just accumulating more and more of that dirt. So take a shower every day. Come back to this thing every day. If you build a vision board for yourself, look at the vision board every day for 10 whole minutes and get excited about what's on it. Feel it in your heart, feel it in your bones, and make sure that vision board is somewhere that's very prominent in your line of vision when you first wake up. So that is our video about manifesting more money. Who is committed to following some of these steps and changing their vibrations so that they can get more money in their lives? Type in the comment box. Let us know how you feel about it. Hey, Callie. Callie, you're joining us all the way at the end. I'm sorry, but go back and watch it from the beginning because we've got some really good tips on manifesting money.
And so I think also that I want to share with you some opportunities that just popped into my head. Is that one, in the next couple of weeks, I will be coaching on the Life on Fire Challenge. And the Life on Fire Challenge is a 1-week challenge of, hi Erica, she said me. Yay. The Life on Fire Challenge is a 1-week challenge. Every single morning you will get different inspirational techniques, different processes to go through to bring you into that state of abundance and bring those ideas in and help clarify your vision and get you into that place of feeling good. Mm-hmm. So there's a whole hour webinar on that.
Every morning for 7 days.
Every single morning for 7 days. So it's this like challenge of really shifting your state and getting into a new pattern. And the other thing that's cool about that is there's accountability. So every single day you'll get a 10-minute coaching call, which is super high value to have a person on the other side holding you accountable, but not only holding you accountable, but encouraging you.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a great way. It's only $47 too.
Which is like nothing. Imagine if you applied the work that you learn in the challenge. You also learn stuff for your business. If you applied the work that you learn in the challenge towards your life, you will make that $47 back and then some. Real quick.
Hi Eunice. Aw, sending love from the UK. Hi Ronan.
Hi.
Yay. Committed, such inspiration. Yay, I'm so glad. Thank you.
If you're serious about changing the way you're feeling and changing your money,
and you know that you need accountability.
And you know you need accountability, and it's only $47, and you're not doing it, then you're not actually that serious. Then you're actually more committed.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's one thing to consider. There's lots of other things to consider too. I would say try the techniques in this video. If they're not working for you, send us a message and we'll hook you up with the right thing, whether that's a free 30-minute call with one of us or the challenge, 7 days of coaching.
The challenge is amazing. Like, well, I did the challenge in March, and I made a vision board with the challenge in March, and my vision board is nearly complete. The last thing I need is my six-pack abs, and the thing is, I made that vision board. I see those six-pack abs every day, and I'm just not quite. I'm not there yet.
You're working towards it.
But what happened is I have done something, because I see that every day, I've done something extreme to get myself there. And if any of you follow my Facebook feed, I'm posting my weight every single day as a daily accountability, because I'm like, I'm fucking sick of this. And so if you are at a place where you're like, I'm fucking sick of this, you will literally do anything it takes.
Mm-hmm.
And if $47 could be that thing to get you to the whatever it takes, like literally doing anything it takes, $47 could be that thing that puts you over the edge and gets your momentum started, and you're not doing it, then you literally wouldn't do anything that it takes.
So check in with us. Let us know if you're interested. It would be awesome to
If you're
have you guys on the
watching
challenge.
and you want to learn about it, just type me. Say, send me the link, and we'll send it to you.
Send me the link. Yeah, type in send me the link. We'll just send you the link. You can check it out. You don't have to do anything. You can just look at it and see, does this feel like it's in my vibration? Do I have time for this right now? This is a good thing for me. So type in send me the link in the comment box. If you'd like the link, we'll send it to you. Otherwise, tune in next Monday for Manifestation Bathtub live from our bathtub. Sometimes we have special guests. Sometimes we splash each other with water. We're going to try and do it from a hot tub at some point. So we'll see where we are next Monday. And thank you guys so much for watching. We really love having you guys tune in all the time. It's really awesome. Yeah, Ronan, we'll send you the link for sure. And we'll see you next Monday.
Awesome.
Bye.
See you next Monday.